Okay, yeah, go for it.
All right. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another
Wow, just super fail.
What's up, and welcome back to another episode of
Biophilia.
Today, Haley has been gatekeeping her animal as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
She said it's really good. It's gonna be better than mine. I doubt
Yeah.
it. And I'll let her take it away.
Okay, today. Okay, I don't know how I started thinking about this, but basically I saw something online. I've been like in my Instagram era. I had to block myself from Instagram today. Did I already tell you that?
I'm so bad at Instagram right now.
I
I'm deep in
got
the reels.
so deep in the reels that I'm like having mental illness. Like
Yeah.
I literally blocked my Instagram today from myself because I cannot do it
What
anymore.
kind of reels you got?
Nature.
Oh,
It's just
so
like
different than mine.
it's so wholesome. Mine's like old people, like live music performances, and like animals, mostly monkeys, like taking selfies and stuff.
That's so different than mine.
What's yours?
Shit posts.
What's shit post?
Like really edgy memes with crazy music in the background are just like absolute brain rot, pretty much.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not on that side, but I still felt like rotted that I was spending so much time on my phone, especially because now I work remote too. So I'm like always in front of the screen,
Yeah.
and my productivity has gone down times 1 trillion.
Have you been going outside at all?
No, and
Go
that's why I think
outside.
I can't sleep right
You
now.
need to go outside. Your circadian rhythm's out of whack. You're
I
having too much
know.
blue light.
I know. I think I need blue light glasses. Is that real?
No, yes. That's literally your circadian rhythm is the blue light.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so today
Yeah. What do you got?
I'm talking about the platypus.
I literally had people asking me about the platypus.
You're kidding.
No, and I'm glad you're finally doing it.
I saw something online and I was like, oh my gosh.
You know what that was?
Yeah, Perry.
Yeah, Perry the platypus.
Yeah,
So you know.
of course.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
What, sing the jingle.
How does it go? I kind of forget.
Doofenshmirtz, say evil incorporate. Yeah, exactly. So they were just like so interesting when I saw a little blurb about them, and I was like, I need to know every single thing that there is to know. And trust me, there's a lot to know. What?
I heard they're poisonous or venomous. Is that true?
But only one sex.
I'm lost already.
Yeah. It's so interesting. Okay, so we'll start like Chris, scientific name.
Woo-woo.
Okay, I just listened to the pronunciation below me. Ornithorhynchus anatinus.
Wow.
Is the scientific name. So ornithorhynchus, it means ornitho means bird, and rhynchus means snout or beak. So it translates like bird snout. And then the species name anatinus is Latin for duck or duck-like. So the translation is duck-like bird-snouted creature.
Duck-like bird-snouted creature. So it's pretty much a duck-like creature that has a bird's face.
I don't know. It all kind of sounds like duck to me.
Yeah, I agree. Isn't a duck a bird?
Yeah.
So why are we double birding it?
I don't know. Maybe like, well, so there was some like problems with the name that I'll tell you about right now. So first, there was a taxonomic mix-up, which when they first described the animal, they named it something else. They named it Platypus anatinus. So that's where the platypus common names comes from. But platypus already had been used 2 years prior by a German naturalist for a genus of beetles. And so the zoological rules, the ICZN, doesn't allow two animals to have the same genus, even if they're totally unrelated. So the platypus name was invalidated, but it kind of stuck like within the community, but it got re-genus to the Ornithorhynchus.
So platypus is a type of beetle also?
Platypus is the genus name of a type of beetle.
Does the platypus have a meaning?
Platypus means flat foot.
Oh.
So they were trying to name it like flat foot duck like.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
that
like is
sense.
more descriptive
Yeah.
for like multiple characteristics, but then they ended up going with the bird snout and then like duck like because they just had to change it because that whole situation.
That's fair.
Yeah. So kind of interesting. Also, they kind of thought it was a joke when when the platypus was first discovered or like first really recognized, a pelt arrived in Britain in like 1798, And scientists thought it was a joke from other naturalists when they received it because it looked like such a stitched together, like nothingness, just random. Like, what is it, you know?
Wait, so when they first got the first species in Britain or when they got a drawing of it?
When they received a pelt from a platypus
Because where do these things live?
in Australia.
They live in Australia?
Mm-hmm. Here, I'll
I thought
tell
they were in
you.
the United States.
No, what? So
Are they
they're actually
marsupials?
endemic only to Eastern Australia.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Why does Australia got all the cool animals?
They have everything. I don't know. Like, what is it about there?
Australia's huge. I didn't realize how big it was.
I hope to go there this next year, 2026,
I want to go there too.
and maybe get my scuba cert in the
You should.
Get
Get your shirt. Come on, catch.
I know. So they live in freshwater environments like slow-moving rivers, streams, creeks, lakes, and ponds. And they prefer cool, well-oxygenated water with riverbanks for burrowing.
Huh.
Burrowing is important. Oh, and then back to what I was saying about the hoax thing, like about they thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
So this is like an ongoing thing for a long time in the scientific community because they couldn't figure out if it was a mammal, a bird, a reptile, or an entirely new class of vertebrate.
Mm-hmm. So they were just like confused by that.
Yeah, nobody knew.
It makes sense. I don't even know what it is. I've heard of this thing my entire life, and I still don't know what it is.
Yeah, what would you guess?
What kind of thing it is?
Yeah, what classification? Why?
Because I feel like it feeds the young with milk. I feel like it's got titties.
Feeds young with milk, but doesn't have nipples. I'll get into that.
Also, doesn't it lay eggs?
Mm-hmm. So that's what's weird about its mammalness. Okay, so I'm gonna go back general. What do they eat? They're carnivorous, bottom-feeding foragers that primarily feed on aquatic invertebrates, and they're opportunistic hunters that hunt underwater. And they actually store the prey in their cheek pouches, and then they surface and then chew it up.
So it's kind of like an aquatic chipmunk in that sense.
Yes. Yeah, I guess makes sense.
So these things are aquatic and terrestrial, right? They kind of go between the two.
Yeah.
Mainly aquatic.
Mm-hmm. No, mainly terrestrial.
Oh.
They can actually only dive for like 1 to 2 minutes at a time.
Oh.
2 minutes like max, and that's not really even common.
Damn.
But they just dive to eat pretty much. But they're like kind of more land, I would say.
That's so interesting.
But they eat, so they dive like 60 to 120 dives per hour.
60 to 120 dives?
Because they can only do like a minute breath holding.
Well, dogs.
So they're just like down, up, down, up, down,
That's
up.
crazy because for humans, you generally want to do, I think, 3 times the amount of topside than you want to do underwater.
What does that mean?
Like if you're diving for 2 minutes, you want to spend 6 minutes on the top of the surface.
Huh.
So that you're well oxygenated to go back down. And you don't get.
Yeah, well, I guess that's why they want like riverbanks because I guess they're more oxygenated waters than other bodies of water, is what I was reading about. Anyway, so they often swallow gravel actually to help them crush up the food too because they also don't have teeth, which makes sense.
They don't have teeth?
Well, they have the bill. Think about a bill. Like, does any duck bill have teeth? Look up a picture of a platypus.
These things confuse me.
It's like a patchwork of nothing.
Yeah. Oh, they got a fat bill.
Huge. That's like the main thing.
Okay, I'm just going to keep this up while we do this so I can.
Exactly. So you could just keep reminding yourself of what a freak this is.
If I saw this back in the 1800s, I would have thought somebody was trying to pull my leg.
Exactly.
This is bullshit.
Exactly. Anyways, what do you think that they eat?
We said they eat invertebrates on the bottom.
Anything else?
Do they eat vegetables also?
Where would they find vegetables?
Like I don't know, like grass on the bottom of the lakes or whatever.
No, but they eat small freshwater clams and snails, and then small fish or tadpoles sometimes. Only if there's like an abundance or something. Okay, kind of in the natural history section of this, they're in a group called the monotremes, which are a small and ancient group of egg-laying mammals consisting of 4 species. One's a platypus, and the other 3 are an echidnas. Have you heard of that?
When what?
Echidnas. It's like a porcupine. Let me see how to pronounce it.
Oh.
Echidnas.
Oh, echidnas. I have heard of that. I have.
You have?
Yeah, I've heard of that. But what do they look like? They're in Kiwi, right? They're. I think they're in New Zealand.
I would assume yes.
They look. Yeah, they're kind of like a small porcupine,
hedgehog-ishy thing.
Why do they got all the mix-ups over there? They're like, all right.
I actually don't know. Yeah, so this group is monotremes. So mono is single, and then trema is whole. So it means one whole. referring to a single opening that they use for excretion and reproduction, like reptiles and birds do. There's so many overlaps in different groups of animals that it's so unclear what they are, and it's crazy how they got to the determination of mammal.
Are these things, whatever it's called, like convergent evolution, where like they just develop these things?
It's all of them. There's like, because it's not 100% clear and people are still researching about it, but there are some pieces that are convergent evolution, some that seem to be like evolved from birds, and then some that seem to be evolved from other things.
What the heck?
And I'll let you know as we keep going, but it's really interesting, and it is totally a mashup.
Yeah.
So the evolutionary significance of this is that they diverged from therians, which are marsupials and placental mammals, about 190 million years ago, and they're part of the subclass Prototheria, which means first beasts.
First beasts?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so, although they're mammals, they share ancestral traits with reptiles, like the egg laying, like the one hole that's like for excretion and reproduction, the lower metabolic rate. They also have a reptile like shoulder structure and skull structure, but they produce milk, are endothermic, and have fur, which makes it a mammal.
I was gonna say, looking at this thing, it kind of looks like, I would imagine, a minus the duck bill, minus the fur, it kind of has the build of like a crocodile or something like that. Like the way
Okay, this
like,
is crazy. What'd you say that one time that a rat looked like a beaver, and
yeah,
this is a platypus looks like a crocodile?
like its build. It's like the way it's like posted up. I don't know.
I disagree, but I'll let you have your moment. Okay, so some of the genetics that are interesting. One of the biggest surprises to me was that platypuses have still working versions of what's called a vitellogenin gene. And these are yolk protein genes used in egg-laying animals like birds and reptiles.
So it's a protein that they put into the yolk?
It's a protein that produces a yolk.
Oh.
Because think about, like, we don't, like, well, obviously we're not egg-laying, but like all egg-laying mammals have this protein.
Mm-hmm.
But most mammals lost these genes as live birth evolved. But platypuses retain these three genes. It's three like consecutive genes or whatever, and humans have none.
Humans have none what?
They have none of these egg yolk producing genes.
Yeah, because we don't lay eggs.
Yes. Anyways, so that's one thing that they're kind of weird about. And then also they're similar to birds because, so in humans, most mammals have the males XY chromosomes, right?
Yeah.
Females XX. But in male platypuses, there's 10 sex chromosomes.
10?
5 X's and 5 Y's. And then forming a chain-like structure during meiosis, the cell division that creates sperm. So one of the X chromosomes shares homology, which is genetic similarity, with the Z chromosome in birds.
Birds have a Z chromosome?
Yeah, so birds are ZZ and female, that's male, and then females are ZW.
What?
So this implies that platypus sex chromosomes didn't evolve from the Therian XY system, but rather from a different evolutionary lineage, probably avian. Because like they have the chromosome homology to birds and the yolk like similarities to birds.
Okay, so let me just kind of round this back up.
Yeah.
So they have these genes that can produce yolks, which kind of gives them correlation to birds because birds produce yolks.
Yes.
And then their genetics were, with humans, we are either XX female, XY male. They have 10 sex genomes or 10 sex chromosomes. But the X and the Y of these chromosomes have homology.
The X chromosomes only share homology with bird Z chromosomes.
Okay, so the X of these platypuses chromosomes are similar to that of a bird.
Yes.
Okay. So I see how now how the correlation is pretty similar to a bird.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. So it's just kind of weird things going on here.
Yeah, nothing's normal about these guys.
No. So now I'm going to get into crazy biology about them that I learned, and this is my favorite part.
Okay.
Okay, they have a built-in radar system that they use to eat, which uses electroreception.
Is it lampunte al tele?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Because I know like sharks and stuff. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I know sharks have like these little like nodes on their nose and face where they can like get like electric signals, and that's how they kind of
Pretty much, yes. So they use electroreception to hunt underwater in its bill.
Okay.
So its eyes and ears and nostrils close completely when they're underwater, and then they use over 40,000 electroreceptors in their bill to detect weak electric fields from muscle contractions of prey.
Oh, so they actually read the muscle contractions because that's like the electric.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And they also have 60,000 mechanoreceptors detecting touch and vibration
On their bill?
on their bill as well.
So their bill is kind of like their like.
That's how they do any hunting and pretty much anything. They honestly have poor vision, poor hearing, poor everything, but their bill is really. That's why it's so huge, I guess.
Yeah, is the bill like kind of leathery feeling, or is it like hard like a bird?
I think probably mix.
Okay.
I would assume it's like a leathery hard, like it's structured, not like squishy,
Yeah.
but also like leathery, I would think.
Mhm.
But I never felt one. Oh, did you know we have them at the San Diego
We
Zoo?
have platypuses at the San Diego Zoo?
I think we're one of the only people to have platypuses. I'm pretty sure that it's like us and everybody in Australia. Wait, let me look that up.
For some reason, I thought platypuses just like lived in the middle of America.
No. Yes, the San Diego Safari Park is home to 2 platypuses, the only platypuses outside of Australia.
Wow. San Diego represent.
Right? Isn't that so crazy?
I swear we always have like the coolest stuff down here.
Yeah, it is pretty. Our
Like,
zoo's
we got pandas.
Our zoo's the best.
Yeah. I've never been, but.
You've never been?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How have you literally never been to the zoo?
I don't know.
Do you want to go?
Yes.
So next crazy thing, they have venom, like we were talking about. So,
Where?
but
On
only
claws?
on their
What about
yeah,
claws?
they have like claws and webbed feet, but I'll talk to you about that in a sec. But only males have venomous spurs on their hind legs, which are connected to venom glands. But this is another weird thing because venom glands are evolutionarily related to reptiles exclusively. So this is an example of the convergent evolution we were talking about because they don't think that they were once related to reptiles, but they do have these weird venom glands that are kind of unexplained. But I think this is maybe a misconception is that the venom is actually not lethal.
I kind of figured it was more of like an irritant.
Yeah, but it's actually pretty intense. Like you would not want it. It says causes excruciating, long-lasting pain, swelling, and in some cases, extreme nerve pain that lasts weeks or months.
Holy crap.
So I think you like definitely don't want to get stung.
How vicious are these things?
I can't imagine very vicious. I mean,
what is the size of these things?
Oh, that's a good question. An adult male platypus typically ranges from 15.7 to 24.8 inches.
Between 1.5 feet to 2 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the females are like 20 inches.
Okay. I didn't expect these guys to get super big. I kind of thought they were like...
And they're like 6-7 pounds.
Oh, they're light.
And the females are only like 4 pounds.
I really thought these things... I thought these things were about the size of a beaver.
You and your beavers. Beavers are huge.
I've still never seen a beaver, I don't think.
You don't think? I think you would know.
I don't know.
I feel like you'd know if you saw a beaver. They have a huge tail and huge teeth.
That's fair.
You would totally know. What would you think it was? What's comparable in your mind?
A wood rat.
And this, a platypus, everything. Okay. Any questions about the venom? Did I cover all your questions?
That's on their hind legs.
Feet, yeah.
And is it connected to their flipper, or is it like a little like thing off their leg?
I'm not exactly sure, but it just says on their hind legs.
Okay, that's all.
So I think it's like probably I would assume it's like a separate little like barb or something.
That's what I think. You know, like with birds, how they have that little thing higher up.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe it's like that because again, like a
birds. But what the heck is that thing plopped on the ground from a bird? Like what? I don't know. Anyways. Okay, this was just found out in 2020. Have you heard that they glow in UV light?
No way.
Yeah, they glow like have you ever worn white in a bowling alley?
Yeah.
Like that. Like crazy.
Why?
And it's their fur, not their skin.
Why do they glow?
Literally, they don't know. They just found this out in 2020.
It's 2025. They had 5 years to figure out why.
Guess there's not enough funding for platypus research.
That's fair.
But yeah, they were wondering, so the theories are like it could be camouflage for nocturnal frogs.
What?
Or not for nocturnal frogs, but like nocturnal frogs. Because nocturnal frogs also do this. Or some like interspecies communication in low light.
Interesting.
Anyways, no idea. But that was super interesting.
Yeah, how do they even find that out?
But also possums do that. why.
Possums have UV also?
Yeah. And they accidentally found out because they were curating something in like a museum and they were putting it under like UV light and they accidentally just found that out.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah. But I guess, yeah, possums and other nighttime species do that. So I wonder what why. They also have a four-headed penis.
What?
Not to get explicit.
They have a dick on their forehead.
No. Is that what you heard?
That's what I interpreted.
Four-headed, not forehead.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Why do they got four heads?
So, males have a bifurcated penis split into two lobes, and then each lobe has two heads, totaling 4 glands or penile tips. So the theories are, they actually don't know this either, but the theories are there's like a sperm competition strategy because maybe it'll like deliver more sperm more wide or efficient in the female's complex of reproduction, or it'll improve fertilization somehow. Or the next one is adaptation to female anatomy. So females have 2 functioning ovaries and dual reproductive tracts.
So can they lay?
So they could have evolved the 2-lobe penis to target each side.
So do they get double pregnant?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh.
But maybe there's something to do with that about. They usually lay 2 eggs, so maybe
so that's probably
one per ovary.
That's what I'm saying, double pregnant.
I have no clue. And then they were thinking it could be also like some ancestral trait related to reptiles because many snakes and lizards have hemipenises, which is like 2.
Oh, did not know that.
So interesting and weird.
Yeah, very bizarre.
Next, am I just like listing? Like,
yes.
Do you have any comment to say?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I'll say just keep on hitting me with the facts.
All right. They have no stomach.
What?
No stomach. Can you imagine? It's like if a kindergartner drew this and then thought of the rules of this animal. They're like glows, like 4 penises, like
no stomach.
Yeah, no stomach. Maybe reptile, maybe bird, maybe mammal.
So does it have like really good enzymes?
So it just.
How does it digest food? How do they get the nutrients?
Because of the specialized diet that doesn't require acidic digestion.
What do they do?
Food passes directly from the esophagus to the intestines, and then they just miss the gastric genes, like the proton pump gene and like the pepsinogen gene. They're missing or it's inactive. They might have it. Some of them have it, but it doesn't work.
So they eat these foods with the gravel, which kind of mechanically breaks it up.
Yeah.
Goes into their intestines, sucks out whatever nutrients it can, and then
goes out the chute.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now, no nipple, yes milk.
No nipple.
How do you think that works?
Out of its flippers?
No.
Out of its mouth?
No. Baby bird in it. No.
I have no idea at this point.
So, female platypuses don't have nipples, but milk is secreted through these like specialized patches on the skin, and the young lap it up from the mother's fur in her burrow. So it's kind of like, I don't know, they said it was like areola-escent.
Okay.
Something like that. But
so they kind of just suck on the skin and like the skin.
They just like lick the skin and it just secretes to the skin because it's like this thick fur, almost like an otter, I imagine.
Yeah.
And then there's just some gaps on the stomach, and that's where the baby will lick. And also, something interesting I found was that the milk contains antimicrobial peptides and unique sugars that are now actually being researched for antibiotics.
Oh.
Like they're going to become platypus antibiotic medicines.
Like derivatives of that for humans. Yeah. That makes sense.
Isn't that so interesting?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. With so many animals, there's so many things we haven't looked into them yet that could easily impact and help our lives that we can use derivatives of it. So that's like a whole field is like ethnobotany.
Yeah. So interesting.
Or ethnobiology, I guess, in this case, because it's not
plants.
Yeah.
Okay, last crazy biology thing. They have webbed feet and also walk on their knuckles like the anteater of
They walk on their knuckles.
Yes, because they have large webbed feet, right? But when they go on land, it's not very efficient to have big flippers. If you ever tried walking in flippers on the sand, it's freaking hard. So they actually retract the webbing when they get onto land, and then these claws come out, So then they have claws underneath their webbing, and they can dig their burrows that they need for birthing and stuff. And then while these claws are out, they walk on their knuckles like to curl their front feet to avoid damaging their claws and webs.
So while they're in the water, they have the flippers so they can swim around real well.
Yep.
When they get back on land, they retreat the webbing. Retract the webbing. How do they do that? Is it like a muscle thingy?
Yeah, it's like a muscle thing.
And they got claws.
You probably like you flexing your fist.
Fair. And they got claws to just. When you mean a burrow, is that just like a hole in the dirt? Like, what is a burrow?
Oh, I'll tell you. It's intense. It's so elaborate. They're crazy. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, reproduction. This is where the burrow building comes into play. So platypuses breed during the southern hemisphere's winter, so from June to October, and vary slightly based on their latitude, so like June to August or August to October. But males will roam the large territories and seek out females, and the courtship is exclusively aquatic. So like males will chase females, and then it's like kind of synchronized circles or like grabbing each other's tails, and that's how they are like flirting and do their thing. After mating, the female drives off the male, and then they become solely responsible for nesting and rearing.
Oh, okay. So
it's like they just impregnate and then they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
They're like not involved in anything else. So I guess maybe males never dig burrows. Maybe that's why. Oh, and that's also why they have the venom. Only males, because it's competition for breeding season.
So the males will attack the other males?
The males will attack the other males with the venom. And that's why they have it. And that's probably why females don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What eats a platypus?
I'll tell you. Let me tell you about the burrows first. Okay. So she digs a nesting burrow. It's often 20 meters or 66 feet long. Long.
Is
66 feet.
But is this like underground?
That's no small feat.
No, I know, but is this underground or is this like a ravine type beat or like what is
It's like on a riverbank, like on the side of like a muddy area. And then they usually will plug chambers and stuff and have like different areas to roam around to regulate like humidity, temperature, like protect themselves against predators or floods. So have different chambers for different things. And then they'll plug soil in the top of different like exits and entrances to protect themselves from different stuff.
They kind of have like little like trap doors in a sense.
I guess, yeah. And then usually it's lined with wet vegetation. So she'll like go swim around and then gather vegetation from the river or whatever she's in. And she'll put it underneath her tail and like curl her tail as like a hand almost.
Yeah.
And she'll like gather all of the wet vegetation, put it in her tail, curl her tail, and then take it back to the burrow and put it down.
Bizarre.
Yeah. Female usually lays 2 eggs, but it can be like 1 to 3. And they lay 28 days after mating.
28 days.
Mm-hmm.
How long do the animals or how long do the babies stay inside the egg?
The incubation period is 10 days.
Oh, wow. So these things, whoa.
It's pretty fast,
That's
right?
A fast reproduction.
It's like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she incubates the eggs while they're incubating, like in her abdomen, and like she curls up around them in the nesting chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And then, also, what do you think the name for a baby platypus is? This was really cute.
A beast.
No, cuter than that.
A plababy?
That's kind of close.
Wow.
It's a puggle.
A puggle?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Isn't that cute? So when they're born blind, hairless, about the size of a jelly bean.
Oh, they're tiny.
Tiny.
How big are the eggs?
I don't know. But I mean, if they're born the size of a jelly bean, they come out of an egg. Not big.
And these things aren't big themselves.
And they also, I read somewhere that they grow a like tooth to break themselves out of the nest.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So mothers stay sealed in the burrow for a long time, and she blocks the entrance with the soil plugs I was telling you about. And then the young remain in the burrow for about 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
And then even when they get out of the burrow, they will like kind of stay around for a while, for like a few weeks or months, and then learn how to forage by themselves and remain in the territory. But then they'll go off and do their own thing. And sexual maturity for females is 2 years, and for males it's 1 to 2 years. But males don't usually breed until they're a lot older.
What is the lifespan of these things?
They live 17 years long.
17 years.
Do you think that's long?
Yeah, that's pretty long. I mean, if they're sexually active at 2, They have 15 years of being sexually active.
And they can breed once a month, I guess. Or it only takes a month to rear young.
Yeah.
Or 2, if you're including them.
How populated are these things?
Not.
What's going on?
So the threats going into that.
Yeah.
What eats them, you asked me.
Yes.
Foxes.
That makes sense.
Dingoes.
That makes sense.
Feral dogs, feral cats. Tasmanian devils.
That makes sense.
And snakes.
Which
are usually like, those are like juveniles. They target juveniles. And then also aquatically, they get preyed on, but less commonly. But large birds of prey, so like seagulls, hawks, owls, and then large fish even. Like Murray cod, it said, which I don't know what that is. But
I don't either.
Or water rats. Don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Maybe we'll do an episode on a water rat. Habitat destruction and modification is another issue that's threatening their like population numbers. So urbanization obviously has led to clearing of riparian vegetation and increasing sedimentation, which degrades their habitat quality. So platypuses rely on these healthy banks to dig burrows, and so when these erode or collapse, it destroys all their shelter, so they have nowhere to reproduce.
That makes sense.
And then another problem is dams. They block platypus movement and alter natural flow regimes, and disrupts foraging, breeding, increases risks of stranding in dry areas or being swept into irrigation systems.
Wow. It's pretty much humans.
Humans
are doing the main problem.
And anthropogenic climate change.
Anthropogenic climate change.
So that's all of them. And then, so right now it's actually on the IUCN red list status for near threatened.
Wow.
So it's not threatened yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of good. And that was as of 2020, though.
Oh, so that's pretty recent.
Pretty recent, but I'm not sure.
That's pretty recent for them, though, because there's things you can go all the way back to like the early 2000s. Nobody's checked on them.
No, yeah. Or
So,
even before. I'm
only
right now, I see stuff for like 1930.
Yeah. Well, for what?
Like so much different stuff. Like California yellow-legged frog or something. I don't know.
There's only one species of platypus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Good question. So near threatened, but some conservation that's going on is they're reintroducing in 2023, platypuses were successfully reintroduced to Royal National Park for the first time in over 50 years. It's a joint project with the UNSW and the Taronga Zoo and the NSW government. So these individuals were fitted with radio transmitters to monitor survival and movement, and that was successful. And then also they started a citizen science program that's called Platypus Spot. And the Australian Platypus Conservancy essentially trains citizens to report sightings and like report habitat health and participate in surveys to help distribution shift tracking in real time.
That's cool. Having the public.
Have you seen that on the piers? They're tracking something. I forget what it was. But there's citizen
a lot of stuff.
There's citizen science QR codes on the piers now.
Oh, really?
Like if you go, at least in Oceanside, if you go to the pier, there's a QR code on there that.
Up here either.
What are you doing? You should totally go to Oceanside.
The one that caught on fire?
The pier?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Like a year ago?
Oh, I don't know. I never paid attention there before that.
That's fair.
And then policy advocacy is the last way they're kind of fighting this threatened status, and they're pushing for national legal protection status. As of 2024, it's not fully federally listed yet, but they're looking for stronger waterway protections to help the dam issue and strandings and stuff, and then bans on harmful fishing equipment, because actually the number one way that they're dying right now is called, have you heard of a yabby trap?
Yabby trap?
Yabby, Y-A-B-B-Y.
No, I've never heard of this.
I guess it's a type of enclosed fishing device that is used for crayfish.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it's
you swim in, you can't swim out type thing?
Exactly. So it's called an opera house trap because it's dome-shaped. Australian Platypus Conservancy shows hundreds of platypuses have died in these traps, especially in areas where recreational yabbing is common. One study found that the opera house traps killed 30 to 60 platypuses per year in some regions before restrictions were introduced.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. But also, yabbing is probably the most Australian word I've ever heard.
I know. I was thinking that too. I was like, is this Australian slang or is this a real thing? I thought you would totally have heard of that. It reminds me, in my mind, I think of like a crab trap, like the net.
That's what I'm thinking exactly.
Yeah. And where it's like one of those things. So they put restrictions on those so that people kind of stop trapping platypuses because, like I said, they can't hold their breath really. So it takes just a couple minutes to kill them.
That's true. Oh, true. If they get caught, yeah, they're donezo.
Yeah. It's like not even like a fish could last way longer, you know? Yeah. So, because they are air breathing, it's tough for them. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's all I have.
I really enjoyed this a lot.
Did you learn some crazy things?
I'm going to start spitting these facts at anybody I talk to now.
Yeah. What was your favorite fact?
Favorite fact is...
Do you remember any of them?
Yeah. I don't know. The fact that they can swim with their web feet and then retract it and then pull out claws is just so bizarre in an animal. Because I feel like animals either have claws and they use them, or they have web feet and they use them. They don't have that combination of both and the ability to use both, and they alter how they walk because of what they have out.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions?
No, I think that's it. I really enjoyed that, Haley. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. See you guys next.
Well, no.
Oh, what?
Make sure to leave a comment, leave a 5-star review. Check out our Instagram. Apparently, we don't never plug that. We do have an Instagram.
We do have an Instagram at Biophilia Podcast.
Yeah, we post good stuff on there.
I try.
Haley really tries. I appreciate her for that.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right. See ya. Bye.